It can be fairly said that a lot of bands out there today aren't willing to take risks, and the band I'm with here right now, The Sneaks, isn't one of those bands. They take risks. They do things like spending their video grant on a day at the GGs and coming up trumps, really. We're here with James, Martin and Dan from The Sneaks. How you doing, fellas?
Good, thank you.
Thanks.
Good. Yeah. 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's talk about that. We're, of course, at the Red Bull Studios for the BFM Live to Airs. You've just done the first one for the week, kicking it all off.
Yeah.
Proud?
I'm really proud.
It's a fantastic time to rock and roll.
Yeah. But, of course, you probably wouldn't be up at this hour. Dan, you were mentioning there's only a couple of things you do this early.
Yes. Talking about combining them too. Martin suggested snoring, and you suggested pooing, I think.
I may or may not have said
I
that.
wouldn't have said anything like that.
No, of course not. You're all very nice men. Okay, let's talk about that video for a start, and the song "I'm Lame." The idea for the video, were you guys like, had you pre-discussed it? Was it like, if we ever get a grant, we're going to blow it?
No, I think the people that made the video, the down low concept, had actually discussed getting a band to get their money and bet it on the races, because we met up.
Problem gamblers does.
Yeah, I think so. They then
Quite serious techniques.
So we had a meeting with them. They came up with some great ideas, and then went, actually, this is our best idea. Why don't we just get your grant and spend it on the race and film it? If we win, we'll make a really great end to the video, and if we don't win, we'll just make a really bad end to the video. We're like, that's a great idea. But we showed up at the track on Melbourne Cup Day, and they actually had a lot of tips on, and it turned out they really knew quite a lot about gambling and were really, really into it. And we didn't know, but we'd just given our money to some problem gamblers, to further addiction. But it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
What did you come away with?
Well, they came away with a deepened addiction. This is worse than the problem.
And you guys got some fireworks at the end of your
Oh,
video.
Yeah, that's right. Hang on, what did we get? Yeah, that's right, a sausage suit and some fireworks. It was all worth it, boys.
Brilliant, good to hear. Now look, 2005, you guys were named the most promising band at the B-Nets. 2006, you guys got best video. Does that feel like a bit of a downhill slope you're on?
We're on a constant downhill slope, really.
We've kept up our steady unprofessionalism. I think people were expecting us to get better, but they just didn't know that was how we rolled, badly.
And then we lost our bass player, and we got a trillion times worse.
Let's talk about that, because Matt left for the safety and security of family life. And I was thinking, okay, well, they'll be recruiting somebody, maybe hold some sort of sham reality TV program. But it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
And James, now
That's
you're
a
playing
really
bass.
good idea, though.
Yeah.
Sham reality TV show. It was so... it worked out so I could keep as much control of the band as I could. I'm actually going to work it down into a one-piece. In a one-piece.
Symbols between your knees.
Yeah, totally. So that's actually where we're heading next. But don't tell those guys.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the album. Coming out in June, you guys just said before.
June the 11th.
June the 11th, is it all recorded?
Yeah, we've got actual physical copies of it and everything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You're going to leak it?
You're talking about...
Yeah, album. Right.
No, we'll probably keep it away from the internet, I guess.
It'll just spread like wildfire. We know on there, and so
Hundreds of thousands of copies in the first
we
day.
really have to save our precious sales.
But just for the sake of the internet, really, I don't think that series of tubes can handle the amount of traffic that would be generated.
Exactly. What's the name of the album?
It's just self-titled. So on the Sneaks. Who would have thought?
That's our name.
Craziness. And people have got a fairly good idea of what you guys are up to. Are there any surprises on the album? Any hidden tracks? Heartfelt confessions?
The surprise is we can't play half the songs off it.
Yeah, we recorded a lot of them with Matt, so some of them you won't hear again, so that might be a surprise. That we sound entirely different from our album. How about that? Nah, there's a lot of it that's quite the same.
We spent a lot of time backward masking hidden messages, that sort of stuff. Can't talk
If
about
you
it.
phase switch the channels in third track, I think it is, everything disappears except for a message, which is a recruiting slogan for the Masons.
Shh.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Definitely not the Masons.
They've said too much. Okay, now you guys have recently been touring with Boom. What's coming up next in terms of gigs?
Oh,
tours?
yes. Well, there's another tour.
Yep.
So this is us, the Whipping Cats, and Disaster Radio. So that's a totally sweet lineup. So I'll be in Christchurch and Wellington and Hamilton.
That's the second weekend of June and third weekend of June where Hamilton.
There we go, very nice. We'll make sure you check your gig guides for that. Get the Sneaks self-titled debut when it comes out, June the 11th.
That's the one.
June the 11th, and very nicely done. We're at the Red Bull Studios for the 95 BFM Live to Airs here on NZOWN.